Well, apparently there's some truth to the rumor that older companies like to hire younger workers. There's another voice in Silicon Valley saying that hiring is gaining momentum out there, and how Apple at least has the capability to shut off your iPhone's camera if it doesn't like what you're recording. I'm Mark Pfeffer, and this is the Dice News Update for Tuesday, June 21st, 2011. Older tech firms are trying to attract young talent, people who are more likely to value a cool project than they are even money. IBM, Microsoft, and HP are on something of a charm offensive, says the Wall Street Journal. That's why IBM took its Watson supercomputer to play Jeopardy at Carnegie Mellon, and why HP is holding pizza parties and tech talks for freshmen and sophomores. Everyone's afraid that if they don't get these kids in early, they're going to lose them to their competition. Microsoft tells its recruiters to tell students that despite its size, its development teams work as quickly as startups teams do. The problem is the kids aren't always buying it. They see these companies as being old and, well, boring. It's companies like Facebook that are getting their attention. Other tech companies are having their own challenges when it comes to recruiting. Robert Greene is the founder of the Silicon Valley recruiting firm GreenSearch. He told Reuters that the Valley's hiring has heated up significantly recently. Between bigger companies like Groupon, Zynga, and Google, and the area's startups, businesses say there simply isn't enough talent out there to fill their needs. Now, we've all heard this before, and I know a lot of people don't buy it. After all, a lot of skilled and really talented tech people can't find work. But remember, there's still a pretty big pool of talent out there because of the recession. Companies can be really picky about who they hire, and so they are being really picky about who they hire. Anyway, companies are using cash to get the people they want. Greene says he's seeing a lot of real money being used. So here's some irony for you. Did you ever see the first Macintosh commercial? It's the one that kind of riffs off of George Wells' 1984. So Apple has mapped out a feature for the iPhone that would turn off its camera if it thinks you're trying to video a live event. It hasn't implemented yet. It's just filed a patent with the technology. The system would use infrared sensors installed at concert venues to figure out when you're recording, say, Lady Gaga at Madison Square Garden. Not that any of us would do that. Anyway, if it figures that out, it'll shut off the camera. The company may be trying to suck up to record companies and other businesses who don't like to see homemade videotapes of their programs show up on YouTube. That would be YouTube, which is owned by Google. Anyway, CNET points out that not every application is necessarily bad. It says you should imagine walking through a museum and hearing details or see a video of a particular exhibit as you go past it. Of course, there's a difference between turning information on and turning a gadget you paid good money for off. And I just don't think all those entertainment companies are going to make a lot of friends when someone tries to shoot, say, Rebecca Black singing Friday live. Not that I think anybody would want to do that. That's it for this week. Kat Miller's back tomorrow with another edition of Dice TV, and I will be back next Tuesday. Until then, I'm Mark Pfeffer, the senior editor of the Dice Blog Network, and we now return you to your regular desktop. First day of summer, and I get to work.